Hey guys, we're gonna do a little get ready with me today, holiday inspired, because this week is Thanksgiving. So if you wanna see how we got this makeup look and talk some shit, just keep watching. Also, it is No Trauma Tuesday, and we are not talking about very much trauma today. We're just gonna get ready together, be in the moment, be calm, cool, and collected. I need to like chill because today has just been a weird one for me. Before we jump into the look, I want to talk to you about Dossier. This is a fragrance brand that creates high quality scents inspired by some of your favorites for a fraction of the cost. Recently obtained the Ambery Saffron, which is inspired by MASCARA 540. This scent is $325. This scent is $49. The difference is shocking, but they smell very close to each other. I would say this one definitely has a little bit more alcohol to burn off before it settles in your skin, but once they've settled, they are very, very comparable. I also got the Fruity Almond this week, and this is inspired by Good Girl by Carolina Herrera. These are also so close to each other. This one is a touch more powdery, which I actually like the Fruity Almond a little bit more. So Dossier is having a sale this week. It's 20% off for Black Friday, but if you buy more, you save more. So if you buy 3, you save 20%. If you buy 4, you save 25%. And it goes all the way up to 40%. So if you buy 6, if you have a big family to shop for Christmas, you could save 40%. And if you are on a budget as well, I would recommend it. I think it's a really, really good idea for like extended family members, people that you have to buy things for and you don't really know what to get, but you know their signature scent. It's really easy to figure out like the fragrances that will smell just like the perfumes they already love. Everything is listed on their website, like what scent inspired it. There's also a 20% off for all new customers as a welcome offer. If you missed this sale, if you saw the video too late, keep this in mind. You can get 20% off still your whole entire order on your first purchase. All the information with the welcome offer and all the Dossier links will be below. And now let's start our makeup. We'll just start here. I wanted to do like a makeup trial for what I want to look like on Thanksgiving. I'm gonna be on a little trip with my sisters and we're gonna take lots of pictures, and we're going to a hotel that's very, very, very photogenic. So I wanted to do like just like a fun, pretty look that will also photograph well. And nothing too crazy, but I did this look the other day that was just kind of like a little bit more than a daily glam, and I really liked it. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna jump into the eyes, and I'm gonna use this VISEART palette, and I really, really like these tones. So we're just gonna do like a soft bronzy eye with this, nothing too crazy. I'm gonna use a lot of like these shades, so I'll start with this one here. And I'm not gonna go dark. I'm gonna try to keep this light and bright. Whenever I do client appointments, one of my first questions is like, do you like smoky eye or do you like more light and bright? And it helps people kind of describe how they like to look. Some people like a little cocktail of both, me included. But today I'm going more in terms of light and bright. But I will be doing a lot of eyeliner. So I'm still just using that same shade and just blending out the edges and also blending out kind of like to the outer corner of my eye. I like to flick everything out because I have a pretty round eye and I want them to be more almond. I'm also in desperate need of powder. I'm more of an oily skin type, and I've been like hanging out all day and the oils are just coming through. Usually I'm a little fresher. Okay, now we're gonna go in with this light color and we're just gonna pull that onto the lid, and we're gonna keep this really, really, really simple. I don't want too dark of an eye. We might come back and do more shadows, but for now, like, I just want to keep this easy. On Thanksgiving Day, I know that my sisters are gonna sucker me into doing their makeup, which I love doing their makeup, but that means that there's not gonna be too much time for me. So if I'm planning and I know exactly what I'm gonna use and what I'm gonna do, it will be no trouble at all. I've got some INGLOT gel liner on this spatula, and I'm just using a little nail art brush. My favorite eyeliner brushes are all like crusted in makeup right now, so I can't use those. And I'm gonna start by lining the lower lash line and get that out of the way so that it's done and dried by the time we're ready. Something about this INGLOT makeup, like, it's really awesome, but if it touches your contact, if you wear contacts, it does not come off. So you have to be really careful. Unfortunately, I have covered many of my clients' contacts in this. Sometimes it's my fault and sometimes it's their fault, because if you're gonna be like really talking and moving while we're doing bottom eyeliner, then it's just kind of a risk that you're setting yourself up to take. And I want a really wide wing. Maybe I'll blend it out, maybe I won't. I think I just want it to be crispy. I'm also going to bring this into my inner corner, like in a small point. Now I'm gonna powder, because I do not want to wait and let the risk of this under eye traveling. Like, the longer you wait to set it, the more smudgy things get. So I'm gonna set it right now. I'm gonna use this MODA complexion brush. I really like these brushes with the tie-dye handles. And I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury airbrush something. And this powder was like so viral, and everybody was saying how amazing it is, and it actually is, but it took me a while to realize it. It is a good powder, and I think the highlight of it is that you don't necessarily look powdered when you use it. So whenever clients tell me that they like hate powder, I sneakily put a little bit of this on them, because I know what they're talking about, but this isn't gonna give them that powdery face look. Okay, so now we're all set, and I'm gonna go in with a lash. I'm gonna use this lash from LA Charme, and this is in the style MALIBU Barbie. And it looks like this. My favorite lash glue, people ask all the time, and it's just regular Duo. I find that the latex ones just work the best for me. I've tried the latex free and they always end up popping off in my inner corners. Whereas this, if I get it on right, it won't come off on me. Pretty. This lash is making me want to smudge my lower lash line a little bit. So I'm just going to take this clean mystery crappy brush and just run over that black liner on the lower lash line. That looks pretty, and I'm just gonna take a little of this brown and I'm just gonna go over what I just blended with that just to give it a little extra something. I don't want it to look too brown. I want it to stay black looking, but if you blend it a lot, it should be fine. And now I'm just gonna take that light color again and add that into my lower, just like right in the center of, like right in the beginning of the lower lash line. Just to open it up, because we closed the eye with the darkness, so I like to try to open it. And now let's put some mascara underneath. My favorite right now is this Makeup Forever. And I don't want to put too much on the top, but I'll do a little. Okay, now it's time to get really bronzy. Actually, I am gonna do a little. I cannot help it. Okay. Now we're gonna go into bronzer. I wanna be really quite bronzy for this look. I already did a cream bronzer when I thought I was filming and I wasn't, but that is never enough for me. So I'm gonna do the Live Tinted Hue Beam Blushing and Bronzer Duo. And the thing that's cool about this is that it's a bronzer, a blush, and then a deeper bronzer. So I'm gonna stay up here and I'm gonna try to concentrate just that top color on this brush. Also the tinted brush, I really like this. They did send it to me. I find it works quite well, and it really bothers me when bronzing brushes mess up your makeup by being crappy, and this one is definitely a good brush. Take it around the forehead. And then I'm gonna use the smaller end to dip into the bronzer, the lighter bronzer, just to make sure I don't get too much of that blush on there. I wonder if you guys can hear all the frickin' ruckus outside. I hope you can't. Okay, so that was a nice buildup of color. I wanna do a cream blush, but I also wanna use this blush. You know what? We're just gonna use this blush. So just tapping in the middle. And it says that it's a, oh, it doesn't say here, but in the packaging it said that it was like a rosy shade with a copper hue or something, I don't know. But there is like a copper fleck to it. Oh wow, I put a lot. This is very bold on me. I'm gonna put some on the nose too. And I like the shade, but I'm gonna take it down a notch. And the whole thing about this brand is that it caters to women of color, and I love that. And I love the girl who made it. I think, oh, I mentioned it in my, when I thought I was filming and I wasn't. I used to do her makeup. So I think it's so cool that she has her own line now. That looks way nicer, just blended into my skin tone a little bit more. Now, I don't always do highlight, but I really want like a pinky glow right here. I already look a little highlighted from that shimmery blush. But I just want to emphasize it even more. So I'm going to take my Live Tinted brush and just sweep it on. This is my favorite highlight palette. I actually love it for professional makeup work because it covers very many skin tones. Sometimes highlight palettes are too yellow for the fairest person in the room and too light for the deepest person in the room. So having like the contrast and the blushy shade and the mid-tone has been really helpful to me to not have to pull out like 10 different highlight palettes for a group of girls. I do bridal parties and I prefer to have compacts that kind of cover everybody, or at least most people. I already did my eyebrows earlier when I ruined my life and thought I was filming and I wasn't. Now, I really wanted to do like a pinky lip, but I can't find the shade that I want to use. So I did put on some liner and a blush, and I'll show you what I use. So this is the Foxy Brown, and I like a brown lip liner with a pink lip because it's already hard for me to go out on a whim and wear a pink lip, so I need a brown liner, I just do. And on my lip is this Mob Beauty cream blush. This is in the shade M68. And I have a little compact for this, I just haven't set it up yet. So it's M68, and I just tapped a little in there. Yeah, I like that. And I usually don't wear color, so that's saying a lot. I'm also just gonna tap this with my brush and just hit the apples of my cheeks again, because that's kind of fun to do. I don't know if it's the right choice, but it's kind of fun. I saw Patrick Ta putting cream blush over powder blush, and he was like, don't be afraid, you can do it. So now I feel empowered to do it. Okay, now I just want to add some gloss. I'm going to stay with the theme of more of like a bitten lip, and I'm going to use the Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme. And I love the smell of this because it smelled the same for forever. I don't know if it was this one that I used to use when I was younger, but based off the smell alone, I think there's a very good chance that it was this one. Watch them swell up, which is what it's supposed to do, so I'm kind of pleased by that, but it hurts. Okay, and this is the finished look. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have an amazing holiday. Let me know how it goes, and I will do the same. I'll be doing a little holiday vlog because I will be at one of the coolest hotels ever. So if you want to see that, it'll be coming up in shorts this week, and I will probably, hopefully, have another long video out for you next week. Thank you for staying tuned, and thanks for all the support and all the love. You guys are angels. We'll see you for the next one. I will tell you some freaky, freaky stories soon.